Okay, I would like to welcome all the staff members and the students to this Zoom meeting. I had to start the meeting a little bit delayed because I was in the heads meeting just now and I just came in. So I have organized this meeting as the academic coordinator for the engineering research project so that we can academic coordinator of the engineering research project, so we can finalize the project proposals that we got with the deadline on 14, and we had to finalize these projects in line with the project title as well as your supervisors, because some of the students have not been able to identify supervisors, but they have submitted the proposal. So up to now, could you hear me, or is it clear what I am saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. But, I can see about 64 participants here, but some of them may not be students because I have requested our academics also to join this meeting. So there may be some academics. So basically, we have the students as well as the academic staff here. So I will initially share the worksheet where your projects are indicated. I think about how to conduct the project and what is in store for you as you conduct the project. I have discussed with you the previous time I spoke with you through the Zoom, and myself and Professor Dolege, we clearly mentioned to you what is expected of your engineering research project. Okay, right now today we will try to finalize the project proposals and the supervisors linked with the students. Okay, so I will start sharing the screen where I have the project list. Okay, screen. Can you see the screen now? Can you see my shared screen now?
Yeah, we can see, Professor. Yeah, we can see.
Okay, right. So now I think we'll go according to the registration numbers. So here in the first column, the number of the project is there, but this number may change later if some new students' name come, because some have registered later and their names have not come in the list as yet. So I have put those names at the bottom of the list, and so this project number might change. So later I will inform you what your project number is actually. Then you have the registration number of the student, name of the student, and what is the supervisor assigned to you or that you have selected. If it is a sole supervisor, it's in the first column. in the SUP column. Supervisor 1 column and supervisor 2 columns are there if you are having co-supervisors. And when you are having co-supervisors, one is the primary supervisor, and the number 2, supervisor 2, is the secondary supervisor. Okay, and here we also have 2 other columns for the examiners, examiner number 1 and examiner number 2, which will be filled later. And then you have the title of your proposed project. And if you have more than one title, more than one proposal, you may have more than one title. I think for some students it is there, you can see. Okay, so we will go from for student. Now you can see Karunaratna. The supervisor is A17 is Dr. Nadira Gunatilaka. I can show you the list. You can remember the names. Now A1, you can see this screen, I think. A1 to A17 are there. A1 Professor Veerasekara has retired, so he's not available. From A2 is myself and onwards. So you have the names in front of your the supervisor's names. So these are the senior academics in the department, and their names are there. Okay, so I hope you can remember these codes. So I will go back to the other worksheet. So now Karunaratna has Dr. Nadira Gunatilaka. I think it had been pre-arranged. So in the proposal itself, Dr. Gunatilaka's name was there as the supervisor. So he will be supervising. It's about investigation of seismic performance of ancient stupas in Sri Lanka. So, and number 2 is Herat, is also Dr. Gunatilaka. It's on the investigation of partial replacement of fine aggregate by oyster shells in interlocking block production. Then number 3 is A10. A10 is Mr. Indika Fernando, and is for Taraka. It's a Taraka. Optimization of steel, timber, and reinforced cement concrete frame structures construction. Okay, so then number 4 is Kumara again. Kumara, and it will be supervised by A12 is Dr. Chandana Kulasuriya. So it's about comparison of physical and mechanical properties of fly ash bricks with normal clay bricks. So it's a comparison study. So that is there. Then we have the number 5. It's by Sajeev, and now Sajeev, I have highlighted that section in a beige color. That is to show that that student did not have a supervisor identified. So I have identified supervisors for them. Is A5 and A14. A14 is Dr. Vikramanayaka, and is a co-supervised by Dr. Vikramanayaka and Dr. Tushar. A14. A14 is Dr. Tushar Priyadarshan. It's on study of the strength of concrete with alkali treated boraces fiber. So now I hope these students are there on the Zoom. So they please note down how your project had been assigned, right? So now you will have to contact with these supervisors and continue with your project under their instructions. Then number 6, Miss Prematilaka, and is Dr. Chandana Kulasuri is the supervisor that had been selected by the student, and investigation on utilization of fly ash in concrete with addition of banana fiber. Okay, and then Mr. A.S.N. Kaluarachi also have selected Dr. Ganila Parnavitana as A15 is him. Comparative catchment modeling of Mahawaya Basin and flood frequency analysis of Alava town. Then again we meet a student number 8 is Sahana, and that student also did not have a supervisor assigned or selected. So I based on the area of this proposed title, cost escalation and schedule delay in road construction projects in Sri Lanka. So I have proposed Professor Dolage A3 and Dr. Priyadarshana A14 to co-supervise this project. Then we have we did not get a proposal from Mr. Ekanayak. So that is left blank. And we have number 10, Koshirini, and that student also did not have a supervisor assigned or identified. So I have assigned Dr. Priyadarshana and Dr. Vikmanayaka to be the co-supervisors of this student. Now, if any student whose name I am saying or I am announcing has a different or anything not in order, please speak up and tell me about that. Okay. I hope up to now things have been okay. Then number 11, Sujan, also did not have supervisors identified. So in the same two supervisors, Dr. Priyadarshana and Dr. Vikramanayak, comparing risk factors behind delays on construction projects in Sri Lanka. Right? And then we have number 12 is A9 is Mr. Samara Vikrama. So that is development of P multipliers for analyzing lateral loading of pile groups in different soils. So based on this area, so Mr. Samara Vikrama has agreed to take up this project. So the student should contact him. Can I hear anybody speaking? Is anybody wanting to speak to me? I can hear somebody speaking. Now, if anybody has unmuted mics, please mute them. It will disturb our system. Then number 13 is Miss Costa. Is on effect on concrete when cement is partially replaced with bamboo leaf ash BLA. So for that, I have assigned number A2 is myself and A3 is Professor Dolage. And so these are the two people to whom I have proposed that this project to be supervised. And number 14 is MFF FM Nifras. His A4 is Professor Atapattu. It's about impact on climate change and water levels at Senanayaka Samudra Reservoir. And this student also has another topic. I think this first topic had been selected. Okay. Okay, now then number 15 is A. Mohammed Fasrat. It is investigating. I think it had been discussed with Professor Dolege. So Professor Dolege had been appointed as the supervisor. And Jayanti Pushpalata, are you there? Number 16. Jayanti Pushpalata, are you there?
Sir, I am here.
Yeah. Did you submit a proposal, Jayanti?
Yes, sir.
When did you submit that?
14th day.
14th day, but it has still your proposal column is blank.
Sir,
How did you submit the proposal? Is it physically or by email?
mail address
Co-civil, yeah. Did you
yeah.
submit to co-civil? Janti?
I submit.
Okay, anyway, it has not come to me. So if I have taken up your supervision, so you send the proposal to me, okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you email it to me, okay? Right.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Right. And then Mrs. Padivita, the supervisor will be Dr. Parnavitana about investigation of mechanism of water augmentation for mountain reservoir, Haswaver at Noragala Kanda Mountain, Vallava village, Kandalam. Okay. So then again, there was a project proposal without a supervisor for which I have assigned Dr. Vikramanayak and Dr. Predashan. Investigation of the use of tire dust, buffing dust as partial incorporation in compressed earth blocks. This is by Halaldi. Okay. Then is Abhay Singh here? AMSD Abhay Singh. No, there had been no project proposal from Abhay Singh. So if Abhay Singh is there and has submitted the proposal, please let me know. Then number 20, Miss T.A. Piyaratna. Now here the experiment again, here the experimental investigation of combined effect of fly ash and corn cob ash as partial substituents for cement in concrete. Right. So here A16 is Dr. Isuru Vijayavardhana and A2 is myself. So we are co-supervising your project. Okay. If you have any questions or any problems, please speak up and let me know, because I will be finalizing these as they are. Okay. Now now number 21 is Abhay Vardhan. Is assigned with Dr. Nadir, A70. Development of interlocking paving block by partial replacing cement with corn cob ash and quicklime. And is number 22. K. Logeshwaran there?
Yes, sir. I have submitted my proposal basically also in the, I have sent to email also.
To CO Civil?
Yes, sir.
When did you send it?
The last day of submission.
That is the 14th?
Yes, sir. I have submitted physically also.
Physically also, but it has not come into my sheet. So I will have to check that, Logeshwaran.
Okay,
Can you tell me your topic that you proposed? Can't remember?
Yes, sir. I can tell you.
Yeah, okay. Lokeshwaran, this is what you can do. Okay.
Okay.
You send your proposal to me,
Okay. Sir.
right?
Okay.
And with a copy to COC will also, right? Okay.
Okay. Sir. Okay.
Yeah. So I will make a note about you here. Okay. So Pushpalata also. Right. Then Kodituakku, Mr. Kodituakku is Dr. Isuru Vijayavardhana, investigation of adiconate leaf sheath fiber as reinforcement material for concrete. And again, there was Nithrasan. Nithrasan performance.
Nidarsan.
Nithrasan, yeah, Nithrasan. So you have not initially identified supervisors, so it will be Dr. Priyadarshan and Dr. Vikramanayak for you. Okay. And is Ganesha Murthy there? Ganesha Murthy, number 25. Okay, I think he's not there. So then number 26 is Miss Surya Rachi. Investigation on thermal performance improved cement stabilized clay blocks. So it is also will be supervised by Dr. Isuru Vijayavardhan. And number 27 is Mr. Ratnayaka, engineering model for successful management and restoration of mangrove forest in West Coast or in Sri Lanka. It will be supervised by Professor Attapan. Then again, there was a proposal without a supervisor by Wakwell. Okay. Number 28. So bamboo reinforced concrete for drain cover slabs. I have requested Mr. Indigo Fernando to supervise that. And number 29, Ms. Sivapalan. It's the combined effect of corrosion and loading eccentricities in steel truss bridges. Will be supervised by A11 is Dr. Kamal Karwanand. And then you have Ms. DMSM Bandar. Since that student also has not identified supervisors, I have indicated myself as well as Dr. Karwanand to be the co-supervisors for this student. Investigate the feasibility of incorporating waste glass into concrete tiles. A sustainable approach to recycling. So please understand all the students that in discussion with your supervisors, you can modify or change your topics immediately and proceed with the work related to the projects. Okay, so if the topic needs to be modified slightly or even substantially, you could do it with consultation of your supervisors.
Sir?
Yes.
Sam Bandare here.
Yes.
I have submitted 2 proposals. So is this the one that was finalized?
No, not finalized. I think you have submitted 2 proposals, right? Yeah. So we can finalize either of them, whatever is
okay, sir.
Appropriate. Good, yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Sir, I'm Lokeshwaran. I have forwarded that previously sent mail to you and COSAIL also.
Right. You are Lokeshwaran, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Right. So you have already. Okay. I will see that after this meeting. Okay. Then Number 31, Dasanayaka. For this project is also Dr. Isuru Vijayawardena. So, assessing the feasibility and the enhancement of fiber reinforced cellular lightweight concrete CLC blocks for structural applications. Okay, you can proceed with that. And number 32 is Tadsajini. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Are you there? Okay. So you have identified about hoarding boards.
Yes.
Yeah, and it is with Mr. Indico Fernando. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, right.
Sir, excuse me.
Yes.
Sir, I am KU Madhusankar. My register number are now included in this list. I submitted my draft proposal before previous week's Monday, 2 days later.
Madhushankar. So that did you submit it on or before 14?
After 14, sir.
After 14th, yeah. So now that is why I have put your name down here. I think you can see
Okay.
your name now, right?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Shankar is A15 is by Dr. Barnavitan. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Right. Okay. Right. So we were at 32 and 33 is SAS Kalpa. It will be determining the maximum possible height of Gabion. Or just a moment, please. I'll yeah. Gabion walls for canal bank protection work in Sri Lanka. It will be supervised by Mr. LSS Vijayawardena, Mr. Saman Vijayawardena. And Mrs. Vikramasinghe, are you there? WMNK Vikramasinghe. Case there had been no proposal from that student. And next one, number 35 is Mr. Malshan. And that proposal had been accepted for supervision by Professor Atapat. Investigation on plant growth model and heavy metal adsorption in constructed wetland in greenhouse. Then number 36, Palle Kotua. It will be supervised by Mr. Indigo Fernando. Effect of cement composition and replacing part of cement by crushed quartz and fly ash of ultra high performance concrete with available material in Sri Lanka. Then 37 is Miss Jayasinghe. It will be supervised by Dr. Karunanand. Economic and structural optimization of Warren, double Warren, lattice girder portal frames and UV section portal frames. Then number 38 is KP Madhumali. It will be again progressive collapse analysis of multi-story buildings will be supervised by Engineer Saman Vijayawardena. And 39, Ms. Sedara, effect on consolidation properties and deformability index of expansive soils when blended with waste glass sand. It is
This Lakshika here.
Yes.
This is actually jointly supervised with Mr. Mahesh Samaravikrama. Can you please include his name also?
So it's a joint supervision, is
Yes,
it?
yes, that's right, Professor Palavata.
Yeah, just a moment, then I'll have to change that. A08
A9.
and A09.
Yes, A9.
Okay. So,
Okay, thank you.
okay. Then Then this is Mrs. Umagiliya Liyanage, so Umagiliya Gamage. It's about analyzing the impact of change made during the pre-contract stage and cost of water supply projects, a SWOT analysis and recommendation for effective management, which is supervised by Professor Dulagi. And is this Gerald Ajantan there? Is Mr. Gerald Ajantan there? Okay, he has not submitted the proposal. Then we have number 42, JMS and Jayasekara. Miss, it will be supervised by jointly by Dr. Nadira Gunatilaka and Dr. Chandana Kulasuri. And number 43, structural risk propagation in Paragastota bridge failure will be supervised by Dr. Kamal Karwana. And then this proposal by Bandar, MGKL Bandar, investigation of cracks developing in composite, it should be slab deck and beam structure. So I have requested Engineer Indigo Fernando to be the supervisor. Then MHA Priyashan, number 45, will be supervised by Dr. Chandana Kulasuri. And Ms. Srimali is implementing number 46, a sustainable lean construction culture as a strategic option to the government organizations in Sri Lanka. So that also I have assigned to Dr. Priyadarshana and Dr. Vikramanayaka. Then Mr. Velagedara, rainfall data analysis had been accepted by Professor Atapattu. And then Mr. Akalanka, he has submitted a proposal, and there was a counter proposal also. I think one of them could be handled by A14 is Dr. Priyadarshana and Dr. Vikramanayaka, A5. And is Miss DVSD Samarsingha there? Number 49. Is Miss Samarsingha there? DVSD Samarsingha. That proposal is there, manufacture of economic consideration soil block without a supervisor. So I have not been able to assign a supervisor as yet, but I have circulated this topic, and maybe today or tomorrow we should be able to find. But it's a student here. Number 49, Samarsingha. Apparently the student is not there, but the student should contact me to find out what has happened then. Okay. Then number 50, Miss Kumari is supervised by Professor Atapattu. Okay. And number 51, Mr. Pereira, is supervised by development of a self-stabilized concrete dome for coral reef restoration in Hikadu area, is by Dr. Isuru Vijayawardhan. And number 52, HMA Chaturanga, is on timber frame analysis of the underground gem mining industry in Ratnapura, Sri Lanka. Also supervised by Dr. Isuru Vijayawardhan. Number 53, Miss Madhavi Hasanti is supervised by Mr. Saman Vijayawardhan. Then number 54, seismic performance analysis of elevated water towers in Sri Lanka will be supervised by Dr. Nadira Gunatilaka. Number 55, Ms. Janani will be supervised by Mr. Saman Vijayawardhan. Experimental study on crack detection, corrosion and compressive strength of concrete with ultrasonic pulse velocity. Then number 56, Ms. KGK Bandara will be supervised by Dr. Ganila Parnavitana on geospatial analysis of identifying road accident tending locations on minor roads in Kutanagar district. Then number 57, Ms. Roshini has sent a proposal enhancing the strength of concrete by using coconut fiber reinforcement, for which I have assigned Mr. Indika Fernando and myself to be co-supervisors. Then Ms. K. Sriani, comparative design of bubble deck slab and conventional flat slab will be supervised by Engineer Saman Vijayawardhan. Then Ms. Vikram, investigating the possibility of lightweight concrete, reinforced concrete beams in serviceability limit state, will be supervised by Dr. Chandra Kulasuri. Then Mrs. Jayatunga, W.S. Jayatunga, factors affecting delays in water supply projects in Sri Lanka will be supervised by Professor Dolagi. Then number 61, Mr. Somasiri will be supervised by grain size effect of wash waste crushed glass on improvement of expansive soils, will be supervised by Dr. Mrs. Udamulla and Mr. Samaravikram. Nice summary. Then number 62, we have Ms. Madhushika. Did not have a supervisor allocated. It's about feasibility study on waste rubber tire as a construction material. So for that, I have identified Dr. Kamal Karananda and myself to be the supervisors. Okay. Then Ms. Kasun Paba has identified Mr. Mahesh Samaravikrama as the supervisor for investigation on skin friction behavior of a laterally confined rock embedded concrete shaft. Then number 64, Mr. Karunaratne, studying the impact of biochar on drying shrinkage of non-structural concrete containing recycled concrete aggregate produced from different grade concrete in Sri Lanka, will be supervised by Dr. Ganila Patranita. And we have this Mr. Madhushan and Mr. Geetanje. I have to identify supervisors for them. I have already circulated, as I told you earlier, within some academics. I think they will have to give their words so I can inform you. Experimental study on sugarcane bagasse ash as partial replacement of cement masonry cement block in Sri Lanka. And Geetanje is proposing to do a project on evaluating the suitability of removal sand during soil washing in the gem industry as replacement for aggregate in concrete. Then Mr. Gunasekara, LSN Gunasekara, because it's related to construction management and in that state area, effect of motivation and skill development, labor cost and productivity on the construction industry in Sri Lanka. I have requested for the delegate to supervise that. Then we have Miss WMAKM Fernando. Are you there? Miss WMAKM Fernando.
Sir,
Yes,
sir, I have submitted my proposal on 14th by physically.
physically, you have done that.
Yes, sir.
But okay, I did not see that. Maybe I will. So you are sure that you submitted it to the post coordinator on the 14th, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So then I will have to find out a supervisor for you,
Okay,
right?
sir. Thank you, sir.
After this. So you send your the soft copy of your proposal also to me, and COC will
Sorry,
by
sir. I
email.
can't hear you, sir.
Yeah. Sorry. Miss Fernando, are you there?
Sir, I can hear you now.
Yeah, okay, right. So you send your proposal, the soft copy of your proposal to
Okay,
my
sir.
email as well as the COC will email. Okay.
Okay, sir. I will send it.
Okay. Now, where are you from?
I am from Goal, sir.
Call. Okay, right. Then we have number 69, MWTC Dayaratna, will be supervised by Dr. Chandra Kulasurya. Experimental investigation study on properties of concrete by partial replacement of cement with banana leaves ash. Banana leaves ash. Okay. Then I think the few of the projects that came later means these names were not in the omis list. I had to put them separately. Mr. Virajit is about structural investigation of flow cracks in Kukuleganga power cavern. So it will be supervised by Dr. Karananda and Mr. MRL Dias. Structural investigation of the pedestrian bridge near the Fort railway station and development of retrofitting methodology for the bridge will be supervised by Dr. Nadira Gunadi. And then we have Mr. Nishant, investigate impact of polymer utilization in the water treatment plant at Demodara. Will be again supervised by Dr. Gandla Patravada. So this actually completes the list. We have about 60 or almost 70 project proposals. And I have done the allocations as I have indicated to you. So now among you, who are participating in this Zoom session, is there anybody, any student who has submitted the proposal before 14th or no before 14th and your name is not here? Apparently not, right? So I think we have 72 participants in our Zoom session. So we have a few students who do not have supervisors, at least about 4 or 5. So these students I need the academics to look into these students' topics, and academics who have not exceeded the limit should consider taking them up for supervision, either as sole supervisor or as joint supervisors.
Professor Palanatha, I can't take up so many, but I am willing to take up this project that I have refused to take.
Which one?
Can't remember the name. Economic consideration of soil block.
Consideration of.
But if the student is willing to change the topic entirely, because I don't see, I can't understand the meaning of this particular title. Yeah, so if he's going to, like, if he's happy to work with me in another entirely a new project.
That should be okay. Let's see what that.
Yeah, because I don't.
Can you remember the
title of
name,
that
the number?
It should be economic consideration of a soil block or something.
Yeah, you also can remember something like that.
Yes, that does not have a meaning, a real meaning.
Yeah. Is the student there?
Yes, this manufacture of
Yes,
economic
sir.
consideration of the soil block. Yes.
What is the number?
That is 49.
49.
Yes.
Yeah, manufacturer of economic consideration soil block. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Is Miss Samarasinghe there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm going to, like, to work on another topic.
I mean that topic, low cost soil brick.
No, this of course I'm not in. I'm not interested, and I can't understand this title also. I really can't understand the meaning
now,
of this title.
Now, Samarasinghe.
Yes, sir.
Now, Dr. Lakshika is willing to take you for supervision, but you have to speak with and get your proposal fine-tuned. Because now what she.
Yeah, because I prefer to work on something else, really, Professor Palivat.
Yeah, okay, that's okay. So now, Ms. Samarasinghe, where are
Yes,
you
sir.
from?
So actually, I am from Maldives.
You are in Maldives, huh?
Yeah, I will plan to September back to Sri Lanka.
So you will only be coming to Sri Lanka in September.
Yeah.
So that might be a problem because you will not be able to participate in the progress presentations and your project discussions with your supervisor and whatever the experimentation that you might have to do will be quite difficult. How are you?
I called several times to sir, but I can't contact.
Okay, now anyway, now you are in contact with me. So tell me how you are planning to do that. So at the moment you are in Maldives, right? Are you working there?
Yes, sir.
Right. So can you graduate through the IC this year?
Yes.
What are the other subjects that you have?
Geology and fluid.
Geology and soil. Is it soil
Fluid
mechanics?
Fluid mechanics.
Fluid
Level
mechanics.
5 fluid. Yes.
Level 5 fluid. So have you taken the 4 subjects of that?
4 subjects all finished, sir.
Sorry?
Level 4 subjects all are
No,
finished.
not level 4 subject. If the fluid mechanics of fluids.
No.
Yeah.
I reset last 2 times. I final exam repeat.
4 times.
2 times.
2 times.
This year not registered. Level 5 subject also.
So how can you now you have all this not completed? So how can you say that you can graduate if you get this project done? Now, since you are also in Maldives, it's very difficult for you to do engineering research project.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be appropriate for you to do the project when you are back in Sri Lanka?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, then I would then recommend that you drop this course, because now if you cannot effectively do the subject or the research project this year, then you will go as a repeat student. You will not get the eligibility, and that will be a problem, isn't it?
Yes, I understand.
Yeah, then I think the better option for you to do is to drop this course before on the drop date, and maybe you can take it up when you are back in Sri Lanka, because it's very difficult to do a project, especially a ERP project, while you are in a distant location. Okay, you send me an email indicating what you intend to do, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
you send me an email indicating exactly what you intend to do and what are your plans and things like that. So I feel it's better that if you drop this course, it will be better. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Dr. Lakshika.
Yes.
Dr. Lakshika.
Yes, I can hear you, Pastor.
Yeah, and now this student will not be a viable option.
Okay.
But
Then
there
I
are
will
two,
be able to take up another one.
yeah, there are two students.
Yeah, but that also I am not actually my interest is not into these materials now. So if one of these students are willing to like change their topics, I am willing to take up.
Yeah, now this Madhusha.
Can you please ask them? I will give the title.
Okay.
And I'll help them to like come up with the proposal also.
Okay, right. So if that is the case, now this Madhushan and Geetanjay. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Madhushan, are you willing to do a soil related project with me? A geotechnical project, a ground improvement type of a project. Can you hear me, Madhushan?
Yes, madam.
Yeah, Madhushan. So is it all right for you to change this topic and start on a new project? I will help you to develop the proposal and everything. Okay, we can do it within a short time.
Okay, Madhushan, can you do that way?
Sir, I discussed with the Chandana sir in this topic, sir.
Yeah.
But
okay. If
I
you
don't
have
know,
a
sir.
supervisor, no problem.
No. Actually, Dr. Chandana has indicated that he has taken full number of projects. He has taken more than 5 projects now. So he won't be able to take you up. He has indicated to me that both of you, that is Madhushan and Geetanjay, both of you, Dr. Chandra will not be able to take up your projects. Okay. So I think, Madhushan, it will be advisable for you to join with Dr. Lakshika and do that type of a project.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then
so Madhushan, I will
contact me immediately because we don't have much time, Madhushan. We need to we need to come up with this new proposal very soon. Okay, so please contact me soon.
Okay, so Madhushan, please do that. And Geetanjay, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you also don't have a supervisor at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, you are talking about using of this removing sand from gem industry as fine aggregate.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So did you speak with any academic on this matter?
I speak Chandana, Dr. Chandana Kulsuri.
Yeah.
Sir.
Now, as I told you, he's not in a position to take this up because he has already been fully booked. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So then let me see who can take it up. Just a moment. So Till there's Dr. Ratnavir, and there are two more projects.
Yeah, Professor Palawatha, Dr.
Yeah.
Ratnavira has dropped an email. I can remember saying that none of the students had contacted him, so can't he send the student?
No, I have.
Dr.
No, I have
Ratnavira?
sent. I have sent all these names to Dr. Ratnavir also. I spoke
Okay.
with him today also.
Okay,
Yeah.
Prof.
So Dr. Lakshika, are you in a position to take one more?
No, Professor Palawatha, I told you I'm in my problem, and please excuse me. I really can't help.
Right. Now let's see then, Dr. Ratnavir, and still there'll be 3 students who don't have supervisors as yet. So okay, let me see. So Geetanjaya.
Yes, sir.
So do you have any alternative proposal? You only have this proposal, or do you have any other proposal?
Only this proposal, sir.
Yeah. Now then, I have forwarded this to Dr. Ratnavira. I have still not got a reply from him.
Okay, sir.
I think, Professor Palawatha, it is better if we ask the student to contact Dr. Ratnavira, because he might be having some other idea to.
Yeah, that also is possible.
Yeah.
So okay, then I think that is a good idea. So Mr. Geetanjaya,
Yes, sir.
you can contact Dr. Ratnavira.
Okay,
Dr.
sir.
Prasanna Ratnavira. So he may be able to give you a project or accept your project. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. And let me see what are the other ones left. There will be Lokeshwaran's topic as well as Pushpalata. Okay, Pushpalata, I might have take it up. So Lokeshwaran. Lokeshwaran, are you still there?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Can you remember your topic?
Yes, sir. Strength behavior of clay soil stabilized using tea waste powder with lime.
Tell that again, please.
Strength behavior of clay soil stabilized using tea waste powder with lime.
Okay, right. So you also can contact Dr. Ratnavira, because it's in his line. This is a soil area. So
Okay.
like Geetanjaya, you also contact Dr. Ratnavira and get any changes to your proposal or updates, and he might agree to supervise you. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Then is there anybody else who has not got a supervisor? This Miss Fernando.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I have asked you to send me your topic. Okay.
I
And now,
already sent
yeah.
it.
Can you tell me your topic now?
Study on rendering using different soil types in goal area in Sri Lanka.
Tell that again, please.
Study on rendering using different soil types in goal area.
On rendering.
Yes, sir.
Rendering of walls. Rendering, and that
Rendering
means
flows, sir. Rendering flows on
rendering
flows.
flows. Rendering
Yes.
flows.
Yes,
So
sir.
you are going to use soils to render flows, is it?
Yes, sir. As a replacement of sand.
Soil. So it's cement and soil.
Yes, sir. Cement, soil, and sand. Some amount of sand.
So are there any studies based on this?
No, sir.
Have you find any literature about?
Sir, I have searched, but I couldn't find.
Okay. Right. Yeah, this also I have to refer to some staff member. Let me see. Other staff members are all loaded. Yeah. So, Ms. Fernando, have you already sent me the email, your proposal email?
Yes, sir.
You have. Okay. So I will try to find somebody to supervise you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So, but put an email to me if you have not got a supervisor's name in 1 or 2 days. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So I think this is the lot, right? So Logeswaran, I think for the moment you can try to contact Dr. Ratnavira.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah. Okay. So let me ask this question again. Is there anybody else who has submitted the proposal and whose name is not here? And next question, is there anybody who is not clear apart from the student that I talked about, who their supervisor is? I think everybody should now know that they are sole supervisor or co-supervisors, who they are. So they should immediately contact these supervisors and get the update and start your work. Okay. Is there any unclear students? Okay, so first, before I conclude this session, I would like to request Professor Dolage to give a very brief, say, sort of a guideline for you how to start your project immediately. Some few things that you should keep in mind when you are conducting your engineering research project. So I invite Professor Dolage. I think he's online now. So over to you, Professor Dolage. Be on hold a little bit. I will check whether he's still online.
Thank you, Professor Pallavat, for inviting me to say a few words about how to proceed from here until the first project presentation comes. Now that your proposal, of course, is very, very brief. So I think the first thing that you should do is to meet the supervisor or supervisors and get your topic as well as the proposal, the whole thing, you need to get finalized. Okay, and then you need to go back home and again continuously you start doing literature review and streamline or improve and continuously improve the research proposal. That is what you should do. And I hope you are quite aware of the date of the first progress review seminar. I think you have to get it from the our activity diary. Until that time, from today, you have to meet your supervisor on a regular basis and continuously improve your research proposal, right? When you start reading literature only, you realize that your proposal can be improved continuously, and also your subject knowledge will continue to improve if you start reading literature. That is a very, very important thing. You can find literature relevant to your study from the Google Scholar, and particularly you can check for this ISL journal articles and ICTAR articles and NSF articles. I think those articles are freely available. When you go through the Google Scholar, some of the articles you might not be able to download. Okay, so my sincere wish is for you all to continuously read this literature and meeting on a continuous basis the supervisor and improve your proposal further and fine-tune your objectives. We observed while examining past research studies of yours, of your colleagues, last year, they are the research objectives as well as the aim had not been finalized, although the students had progressed through their work. We observed that their aim and objectives have not been written properly. Okay, and we hope to have a workshop with regard to this in about, I think, 2 to 3 weeks time. We are going to have a workshop for y'all so that you will learn exactly how to prepare yourself for the progress review report 1, progress report 2, as well as the final report, right? And we hope to conduct at least about 2 workshops with regard to that. So until then, what you need to do is to improve your knowledge in your research area and improve your proposal. I think that's all, Professor Pallevath, I have to tell the students on this matter.
Okay, Professor Dolke, thank you very much. So another important point I would like to tell the students now. Now, when I browse through your topics, there are a few topics which are very close in the content as well as the context. That means they may be about on the same area or same line. So if your project is also going in line with another person's project, then it's better you speak with your supervisor and tell that this similar title or similar topic is being studied by another student who's supervised by so and so, some other academic member. So then the 2 academic members can talk with each other and have some difference made into your project's titles. Okay, so that would, because it's very difficult for me to go through similarities, but since you are dealing with your own project only, and if you have seen a very similar project by some other student, I think it's very easy for you to identify that. So you talk with your supervisor as well as then your supervisor will speak with the other supervisor whose student is also having a similar type of a project. So it is very important that you do that, because otherwise you may be doing the same thing in a slightly different way that might you might face a problem when it comes to your progress presentations. Okay, so keep that in mind. Right, then let me see whether there are any questions that you have to ask me or any of the academics. Maybe some of your supervisors are also online now. So if you have any questions, please do ask.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, my project subject are not shown in my OUSL.
Your?
My project subject in CVY 7880
Yeah.
not shown in my OUSL.
Why is that?
My
Now,
subject.
my OUSL is your portal, right? Is it or the LMS?
Same, sir. LMS and my OUSL same. Subject are not mentioned.
Okay. Let's see if what is your name?
KU Madhushankar, sir.
KU Madhushankar. What is your number, registration number?
31.
Madhushankar, yeah, 315. Yeah, maybe yeah.
Final name, sir.
Madhushankar, all your names came later. That is why it will take some time, or maybe about few days for it to get into the LMS, because we'll have to manually put that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so that.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we'll see. Okay.
Okay.
Any other problems? Okay, now pay very good attention to what I'm saying, right? This time, we are doing this ERP, engineering research project, for the second time this year. And now we know what are the problems that we faced last year, and what are the improvements that should be made. So now we should do this project very seriously. As I told you earlier, you need to put 800 hours of work. 800 hours of work into this project. Okay, so don't forget that. 800 hours of work is a substantial amount of work. Okay, because it's an 8-credit course, which is a project. Okay, that's number one. And number two, very soon I will put all the formats. Maybe already most of the formats are there in the LMS, and you have to follow how you are going to write your interim reports and the final report. There will be formats for that and what is required. And also, there will be 2 progress presentations that you have to face. Before the progress presentations, you will have to submit your progress reports. Those days will be indicated there in the LMS as well as in your activity diary. So you have to stick to those days very strictly, because otherwise your supervisors and other staff members, because will not be having time to go through your proposals or your progress reports and give their understanding and comments on this. So don't neglect these things. It's very important that you follow these steps and guidelines. And for the progress presentations or progress review reports, I have also indicated in my write-ups that I will upload to the LMS. What is the size the report should be, and what it should incorporate. So follow those guidelines very carefully. And finally, always think about, while you are even starting the project, think about your final report. So start structuring your final report from now on. And I will put the the template or the format for the final report. So you can build your final report within that template. Template is actually a Word file where you can replace what I have put there with your own writings and expand it. Okay. So keep that in mind. So otherwise you will, at the end of the period, you will not have adequate time to very well do your report and fine tune it. So immediately start it. And the other aspect I have already told you before, you must maintain this 80-page A4 or not A4 exercise book about your each day what you are progressing, and especially when you meet your supervisor and discuss, those discussions should be summarized in that exercise book, and you have to get the signature of your supervisor there with the date. Right? Don't keep this until last dates, because if you try to do that, you will not be able to complete your project successfully. Okay. Yeah. So now there are a few academics who have joined with us today. So let me invite any one of them or everybody of them to give you some sort of instructions or some viewpoints for successful progress and completion of your project. Now, our academic staff members, please, if you have anything to instruct the students, please tell them so. Dr. Priyadarshana? Dr. Lakshika? Okay, now let's see if there are anybody. Dr. Nadira?
I think, sir, as you said, it's important to adhere to the, I think, guidelines that you will share with the LMS relevant to the report and progress report and all these things, because I think in the last year we got different format report, I believe.
Yes.
Front pages and all these things, we observed certain differences.
Yeah.
I think this year I think we can manage with that with the one particular format once we share these formats in the LMS.
Yes.
It is important. I think once you share those things, I think students should adhere to those guidelines strictly, I believe.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's very important. Then we have a uniform formats, and it will be easy for the students also to follow a standard type of a format. Then they will know exactly what the size they should have the report and how they should incorporate other things and how to write the references, all these things, right?
Yes.
Okay. So thank you, Dr. Nadira, for that instruction. So Dr. Tushara, I think you're also there. Dr. Tushara, Mr. Saman.
Professor Pallivat, actually, Dr. Nadira told what I wanted to tell to the students.
Yeah. Okay.
I have some final reports received this time, and they just look at the front cover. There, I showed Dr. Nadira also that maybe the reason which prompted him to tell this.
Yes.
There are three different. I'd say if you take three reports, reports appear in three different formats. I think partly we are also responsible for that problem. Instead of giving a guideline, just say font size is this, then like that, we need to give them a template so that all the reports follow the same standard.
Yes.
Yeah, in fact, that is one thing, and the other thing
made that.
other thing is the written language of the reports this time, I mean, the ones we are completing now, is very, very poor. I think we cannot tolerate this next time. We have to be very strict on this about the report quality, submission quality, and maybe we should expect them to submit the reports much earlier, and not only that, the first report they submit should be in very good quality, and if they are very poor, I think I don't know about the others, I will not accept myself.
Right. I think that should be common to all, because now you are at level 7, right? You are at the graduation level. Now you should be able to, I'm talking to students, you should be able to communicate your ideas coherently in the language of English, because you have conducted your studies throughout through the language of English, right? So there you can't have a excuse to say that my English is poor and all that sort of thing. So definitely your quality of your language and the presentation should be very, very good, and that is expected. That is definitely expected with the project. If this year means the year that has ended, we are now ending the project evaluations. As engineer Saman said, the quality of language, quality of presentations, and the coherence of your finding presentation has all been not up to real standard. We are really unhappy about that. We have to keep the standards that are required by the by our university as well as the international bodies. So or local as well as international bodies. So keep that in mind, right? The project is not a joke. This is something I always tell the students. I'm saying this to you again. Once you get your degree and leave, this project report is with you. It is your own work. It will be there with you until you die. So if you do a bad job of it, it will be like that. It will be coming after you all your life. I think in Buddhist scripts there is this chakkanga vahatopada. It will be like if you do a bad thing, it will come after you like the wheels of a cart that is coming after the ox. So please keep that in mind. Also, I think Dr. Isuru Vijayawardhan is also there. Isuru, have you got anything to say?
Yeah, I agree to Dr. Nadir and Mr. Saman's comments, and you also. And one thing I have to mention that when you are doing a research, you have to, interpret your results. It is not a test report, right? If you do a test, you have to compare the specimens and find out what has happened to the results. And you can plot the graph, and you can plot in the same graph, even in a questionnaire survey, why it is happening. So try to get the reasons for that. That's the actual research comes out. Even you do an analysis, so you have to compare several models and identify why it is happening. What may be the reason? You have to use your engineering knowledge and explain the results. So that's the main thing I wanted to give to the students.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Isuru. I think it's also a very important point. And also the Dr. Kamal is there. Dr. Kamal, do you have anything to say?
Yes, I fully agree with what Dr. Isuru actually has mentioned. I think it's a very important thing, sir. Now this time actually, especially like a construction material project, now generally you do some testing and then and then just present it. But I mean, you are not telling about the the most important part, the interpretation of results. So then the people, I think, I mean, everybody, even other, also that interpretation, as Dr. Isuru told, it's a very important thing. And also, sir, now two more things. One thing is the working with the deadlines. Now, usually when we set some deadline, people come after that day and they try to submit the report. Now, this time also, there are about 10-20 people submitted the report even, I mean, well after the, like 2 weeks after the, they are. So then we have to, I mean, you have to work with the deadline. The next thing is now when we in the first and the second presentation, when we give the, I mean, when other academics give the comments, so they have to, the students should go to, I mean, go to meet those academics and clarify those issues there. Okay, so I mean, your supervisor will guide you, but other supervisor also will help you. So you should, I mean, their advice also you have to take it to shape up your work there. Now, this time, I think some of the comment we have highlighted in the first, second progress one, it was not not corrected there. No, some report now we could see the lot of fundamental mistakes there, but we could not do. Part it was our mistake also because we had you couldn't come like that. Proper comment, but in the this year, I think we cannot tolerate this type of some fundamental issues there. So that's from me, sir.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Kamal. Thank you very much for that instruction. I think students, I hope you are all absorbing what is being said now. Because each of the academic members are telling you very important points, very important points. So I would like also to request Dr. Chandrakula Surya to say what he also.
Yeah. So I have gone through a number of research reports, and I would like to comment on three important things. First thing is about referencing, second thing about literature review, and also the third one is about results. So referencing, I noted that many of you have, I mean, you haven't stick to a one accepted referencing style, right? So it's a mixture of number of styles, what I have seen. So therefore, it's extremely important to stick to a one accepted referencing style. I think we have a one style, or I
yes, we do have. We are using the Harvard
style. So if we are using Harvard style, we have to stick to that. And also, it's very important to give in-text references, right? So the students write so many ideas, but no references are given in the text. So giving in-text reference is also extremely important. And also when you are referring, it's also important to get these ideas from reliable sources. So the Wikipedia is not considered as a reliable source or credible source because anyone can add things to Wikipedia. So the most reliable sources are journal articles and conference proceedings and the I mean, accepted text. When I say accepted text means that the books written by the recognized authors or researchers, right? So those are the three things that I wanted to let you know about referencing style. And then when you are writing literature review, so when you're writing literature review, you must keep in mind that you are not a newspaper reporter, right? So the literature review is different from a newspaper report. So I have seen number of students have gone through a paper, right? And they organize their ideas under the authors or so the ideas has to be presented under themes, what most of the students have done is give a summary of the paper. Some ideas are relevant to the research, some ideas are not relevant to the research. Just because you read a paper, it's no need to write everything that within the paper. For example, you may be doing a research on compressive stress of something. So that researcher, the paper that you might have read, also talk about various other things like durability properties or sulfuric attack. So what you have to do is only extract only the things that are relevant to your paper, right? So in other words, not organize the ideas under different authors, but as themes, right? So different authors might have written different things about composition. So then, okay, the person A, the person A has found this, and the B has found this, and person C has found this, and their results are matching or there are differences like that. I think you got the meaning. And the third thing, of course, we have been discussing with Isuru and Kamal, and what we have seen is results also. The presentation of results, Isuru has already indicated that it should not be a lab report, right? So just reporting the results looks like a lab report, what you did when you do laboratory experiments. So interpretation of the results is very important, right? So I mean, if you observe a peak somewhere, or if you observe a drastic drop, what could be the, I mean, first of all you have to see whether such observations have been done by the previous researchers. If not, it's your new finding, right? So then you have to try to give a reasons, interpretations, right? So those are the three things. If I summarize what I did, stick to Harvard style when referencing, give in-text. Second one is keep in mind, when you are doing literature review, you are not a newspaper reporter. Literature review is different from newspaper report. Third thing is research report is different from a lab report. So those are the three key points that I want you to keep in mind when you are doing research. And also it's important that you meet your supervisor regularly and get their ideas, get their guidance. And also don't wait, start writing the report until the end, right? The writing the report you cannot do in one shot. You write something, you revise something, same thing. You may have to revise the same literature review maybe 10 times. So immediately start literature review as well, writing literature review as well, and meet your supervisor and get his guidance. Thank you, Professor Palawat.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Kulsurya. Okay, I think I have gone through all the academics who have been present. Have I missed anybody? I don't think so. Okay, so thank you very much for all the academics who have joined, and also I would like to thank you, you students who have joined today. I think you have got the directions that you wanted to proceed. So please follow all the instructions that were given by the academics. I think each of them had their own views, and all these views are very important. So you need a lot of guidance in doing this ERP, Engineering Research Project, well, at least well. If you want to do it excellent, you need to put a very, very big amount of energy and time and your thought into that. So anyway, this year, we will try to make this project a very big success. Okay, it is up to you. And remember, it is your project. It's your project report. And it is the thing that you are taking away with you after doing this study at the Open University and after getting your degree. So I think I can conclude the meeting now. If there are any, I don't think there are any questions with you at the moment. I think I gave opportunity for that. So then I think we can conclude. So thank you very much. Have a nice day and good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.